So I'm excited to be recording this episode because at the end of the day, I'm a movie fan, I'm a movie theater fan, and it's summer movie time. So even if you don't watch movies often, everybody, I believe, hypothetically could remember going to a movie theater during the summer, during summer break, summer movie birthdays, and certain eras that there's some great years with some great summer movies. That's a fact. Welcome to Movies-aRe-USS, a satire movie podcast that acknowledges life imitates art and art imitates life. So movies are the story of the human and nowadays AI experience. So grab your popcorn and let's talk about this year's summer movies, standouts to see if you got some free time. Starting with May and dropping this weekend, actually, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. You know, if you haven't seen the other Mission Impossibles, it'd probably take you at least a solid 2-3 weeks to catch up. But as an experience for those who are going to catch it, I think everybody will enjoy it. Here's another summer movie you can check out real quick: Lilo and Stitch. Disney Channel, classic Disney movie. The live action, I will give Disney credit that their live actions, Lion King and some other ones, have been solid. Now, you've had some bad ones like Snow White, but that's less about it being live action and more about how Snow White isn't actually a great story at all, right? And was made in a time where there was lack of competition due to racial reasons in America. So, you know, that's not really on them, right? Another movie, Karate Kid Legends. Okay. I think there's an argument that could be made. Is any Karate Kid movie bad? And if you're going to say there is one that is bad, I think you have to say Karate Kid 3. I don't think you say Jaden Smith. And I actually don't think you're going to say Karate Kid Legends. I think Karate Kid 3, Karate Kid 1 and 2, a sleeper movie, which those are a lot of these movies may be more known movies or known concepts or IPs. But there's some sleeper movies I think coming out this summer that will be some high quality films. The first one in May is Tornado. It's a action movie about a samurai's daughter after the samurai becomes deceased, right? So, looks real interesting shot, and this is just a movie that if you like movies, you go check out to show some support, to catch a flick. Moving on to June. June starts off with a banger. We know him, we love him, and he's confirmed to be in this movie. Keanu Reeves' shadow, John Wick, Ballerina. Okay, this movie is, honestly, I'm surprised with how layered they're being able to make the John Wick universe. And honestly, from the last John Wick, there was a moment where I was like, oh, okay, this finally just all feels like just some fight scenes. But then they did a top-down angle, and I was like, oh my God, John Wick did it again, right? So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good movie. I think it's going to be a good time. Another movie this in June dropping, How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, so if you read the books, they're great books. If you watch the animated, they're great animated. So why wouldn't they be great live action? I can't answer that question. I'll be in there. Another series of movies coming, or another movie coming out, but it's a part of a movie series, is 28 Years Later. Now, this is about vampires, apparently. I've never actually watched the series, but I do plan to do a movie marathon, watching the other two, and then arriving, and I might do a scary showtime around 9 p.m. to catch 28 Years Later and enjoy the whole story as a whole concept. This another movie is F1, the movie starring Brad Pitt and Damson Idris. I have a podcast series episode I would like to drop called The Actor's Way. We're going to dive into how an actor like Damson Idris is getting the opportunity to act with an elite actor like Brad Pitt, and what a group of people in the industry might believe about his skills and his marketability. Much like Michael B. Jordan and his Sinners, giving the essence of someone trying to be an actor again, trying to reach heights of Denzel of Daniel Day-Lewis, right? Of Brad Pitt, that there's still a draw and people want to come check you out for your acting. And so it's a lot of people in the conversation. It's multiple ways to have the conversation. Tom Holland, Timothée Chalamet, now that he did lose his opportunity to win his Oscar after his Actor's Way. John Bernthal, someone I'm excited to watch in Accountant 2, and we'll be doing one as well. Seeing how he might navigate his way to a highest regard. Acting is a sport in its own right, and so I'm excited to see. Some sleepers of June for me is Wes Anderson has a new movie coming out called The Physician Scheme. And honestly, I love Wes Anderson. He makes a good movie. That's all I can say. Mr. Fantastic Fox. He has a movie with Timothée Chalamet I still need to check out, and I think this movie will be good. It has Michael Cera, Guillermo del Toro, and a star-studded list of actors. So I'm excited to check out this Wes Anderson film and see it in theaters, and really feel the vibe of the movie. Another sleeper of the summer for June is Megan 2.0. And I don't think most people would think this, but Megan, the first one, was pretty solid as well. It's not really like a super scary movie. It's more so a AI robot idea. So I enjoyed the first one surprisingly, and I'm actually excited to see the second one. Sliding on down to July, we have Superman. They dropped a trailer. It looked pretty fire. He quipped. We've never seen Superman quip before. So I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with this Superman movie. Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, I'm actually only slightly a Jurassic Park fan. Honestly, Jurassic 1 obviously is a great movie. There's no problems with that movie. I might even give you Jurassic Park 2 is a great movie with no problems. Every movie of Jurassic Park after those first two movies have very obvious and glaring problems. And over the years, they've improved them and they've had highs and lows. The Chris Pratt ones were not horrible, but I don't know that they were the best either. And now Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali is the helms of this. So I'm interested to see. This could have the potential to be a very solid experience with Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the series, but we'll see. And then finally in July, the Fantastic Four First Steps, Marvel's only chance at saving itself, and Fantastic Four has been known to fail as an idea and property in the movie space. Now, of course they still have Spider-Man, so they'll be all right. However, if the Fantastic Four First Steps is not a great movie and not Thunderbolts, not just because Captain America was bad, I mean a truly fun time, the Marvel we remember. I probably will chill on Marvel till Spider-Man drops, because I don't rush to the Marvel movies anymore. Spider-Man will get me outside though. And I've had conversations where people believe this could be as good as Guardians of the Galaxy 1. We'll see, but I would love to see it. Coming on down to August, we have Freakier Friday. a classic Disney movie that if you had a TV set in 2005, you definitely have seen this movie, okay? And Lindsay Lohan, if I remember, and Jamie Lee Curtis. The first movie is great, and we're just going that it's a popcorn movie. You know, you're not just supposed to. It's like a Barbie. Like, it's just a good time. Nothing too crazy, nothing too stressful. Just enjoy, sit and watch a movie. This should be on a sleepers list to most people, but I won't put it on a sleepers list. Nobody 2. If you've seen Nobody 1, Nobody 2 should be even better. I do hope they bring back that concept of brothers and his father, but it does look like the movie's taking more of his direct family approach. So it'll be interesting to see how they develop it. But because Nobody 1 was such a sleeper, I won't put Nobody 2 as a sleeper. Go check out Nobody 2. And now, the last movie. Well, we have another sleeper after this, but one of potentially the best movies of the year, potentially the best animated movie of the year, and a sleeper original animated movie by DreamWorks, continuing to clarify to Disney that they are willing to compete in the animation space and will be a drag-out fight for best animated of the movie between The Bad Guys 2 and Zootopia 2. And I quite enjoyed The Bad Guys. I don't think it got enough respect. I don't think it got enough love in its first movie. But DreamWorks believed in it because it was a good movie. And Zootopia is suffering from the fact that it's been, I think, going on about 12 to 15 years since we've seen Zootopia. So it will be interesting to see. Lastly, a sleeper pick for August. We got Honey Don't. Stars Chris Evans. Seemed like a little Knives Out, Glass Onion type of vibe. Little detective comedy movie. So it looked interesting. I would definitely be checking it out. I always enjoy seeing Chris Evans. He's a phenomenal actor. We'll probably do an actor's way on him to see how he could navigate his way to an Oscar. But he actually has quite a bit of acting range that I don't think is always represented. And I think that's why he was willing to step away from Captain America, because it could continue to typecast him when he does really have some acting range. He really does. So I'll be interested to check that movie out. And lastly, we got one movie that we're really looking forward to coming into September, the end of the summer by the calendar year. We got some movies in October I'm excited about, but I knew it was going to be a longer pod because I wanted to do a run through of all the movies, but I stopped at the end of summer, which is September 20th. And the only movie coming out in September that really jumped out to me that I'm aware of was Jordan Peele's newest movie, and it apparently deals with concepts puts a horror twinge to the concept of playing football, concussions, the environment, the pressures of it. And it stars Marlon Wayans, which, once again, another actor's way potentially, because he's developed his talent. He's developed his talent for sure. So I'm excited to see this Jordan Peele movie. We had a Ryan Coogler movie earlier this year. But I think with him dealing with the concepts of football, he actually has a chance to really make another Get Out level movie, because he kind of is less ethereal and he is picking a topic. And so he can kind of play and dance off of the in-betweens a little more, I think, than some of his other films, like Nope, for instance. So, we're at the bottom of the bucket where there's nothing left but the kernels. That was just a quick snapshot of summer movies you should check out if you have some time. If you stay tuned to the pod, we'll probably be reviewing every movie I just listed to you and more. So feel free to tune in. If you check it out, join the conversation. Follow us on Instagram at mru.podcast and tap in. like, share, subscribe.